Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab. If you're new to my channel, I'm Yori. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please do consider subscribing as I do bring you beauty and makeup related content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. Central. Welcome back to all my YouTube friends. I did recently place an order on Colourpop Cosmetics and I picked up the Kathleen Lights Dream Team and Dream Street collaboration, and so I wanted to bring you my thoughts and review on the collaboration as well as a brief demo on how I created this look. So if you're interested in seeing my thoughts and also the short tutorial on the look that I'm wearing, then just keep on watching. There are 4 items to this collaboration. The first being the Dream Street eyeshadow palette, and this is the box that it comes in. It's a beautiful rose gold finish and it has Dream Street on the front. The back side has a similar finish and you have your shade names. This is what the palette actually looks like. The covering is very reminiscent of the box, and if you open it up, here are your shades right here. There is no mirror included in this palette and it does retail for $16. That's the first thing I wanted to mention about this collaboration, is that despite the fact that it is in collaboration with a beauty influencer and they redid the packaging as well, they didn't increase the prices. This eyeshadow palette retails for $16, as do all of the other, or most of the other Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, and I really appreciate that. This is one of the Colourpop 12 pan eyeshadow palettes, and it is a mostly warm toned eyeshadow palette with a couple of pops of color in the green blue family. I'm happy to say that the eyeshadows perform just as well as all Colourpop eyeshadows do. I've been really impressed with the eyeshadows from Colourpop. They've been really easy to use. They're a little bit powdery, so you want to make sure that you tap off the excess off of your brush as you use them. Personally, I think they're definitely worth the price tag. The next item in the collection is the Dream Team Lippy Trio. You can purchase these individually, and if you do purchase them individually, they will run you for $6 a piece. Again, no change from the traditional cost of their lip formulas. This is what the packaging looks like. Similar to the eyeshadow palette, you have the rose gold finish. On the back side, you have the different shade names. This is just a sleeve where the 3 individual products can be removed. The first one is an Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Moonchild, and the next 2 are Ultra Satin Lips. The second one is in the shade Dreamy, and the last one is in the shade Rever. They're beautiful. I'm glad that she chose the Ultra Satin formula because it is the most comfortable for the Colourpop liquid lipsticks. So I mentioned that they changed the packaging a little bit from their traditional packaging. This is what the Colourpop packaging normally looks like. It's a silver metallic finish and it has silver printing on the packaging itself. And the Kathleen Lights has stars around the top. It has gold printing and it has a gold lid. So there's the difference in the packaging. The top one is your traditional Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip, and the bottom one is the Kathleen Dream Team collaboration. I was able to purchase the trio for $15 on the Colourpop website. It is still in stock as I filmed this video. I do have lip swatches of all of 3 shades with this eye look. The first one, Moonchild, and that one is just a gloss. Very pretty. This is similar to Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar in that it is sort of a nude gloss and it does have a slight pigment to it. The next one is the Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Dreamy, and this is what that one looks like on its own. Very comfortable formula. It is long wearing, although not transfer proof, and it is very easy to reapply. The last one is a very bold shade, and that one is in the shade Rever. I think it means dream in French, according to her video that I saw. And it's a very bright, punchy orange. It reminds me a little bit of the Dose of Colors Desi Katie collaboration, which was in the shade Hot Fire. So those were the 3 lip colors on their own. Right now I am wearing the shade Dreamy topped with Moonchild in the center of my lip. I did overline my lips a little bit because when I was lip swatching, as I removed the color, I was going into my foundation a little bit more and more, and so I'm definitely outside the lines right now. It's not something I do all the time, but once in a while, why not? The lip colors are available for purchase individually, and again, just at the regular Colourpop price of $6. So let's go ahead and get into the demo, and I will go into my final thoughts at the end of the video. My first transition shade is going to be the shade Magical. For my next shade, I'm going to go into the shade Spark, and I am using a Morphe E28 brush. And lastly, for the outer corner, I'm going to go in with the shade Potion on my MAC 217. I want a little bit of contrast, so for my lid, I'm going to try the shade Kaleidoscope. And I'm taking that on a Dose of Colors shader brush. And I'm just going to re-intensify the Spark shade. And with a little bit more of the magical shade, I'm just going to blend out the edges. With the Morphe E36, I'm going to extend the Kaleidoscope shade into the inner corner and just a little bit into the lower lash line. And with the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Mermaid Boy and I'm going to run it along the lower lash line. And just to tie the whole look together, I'm going to take just a little bit of the magical shade and run it underneath the lower lash line. To highlight my brow bone, I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Moony on a MAC 219 brush. I'm going to use this one from MAC. It's just a blue liner in the shade Petrol Blue. Okay, so now that you have seen the application of the eyeshadow palette, I did want to swatch a couple of shades for you. Let's go ahead and swatch Water Bearer, which is this one. And we can swatch the shade Twinkle, which is this one here. And one more, so let's do the shade Sweet Dreams. So there are the three shades: Water Bearer, Twinkle, and Sweet Dreams. The metallics feel super creamy, as do the mattes. And as usual, it's always most important to look at how they apply, and all of the shadows applied beautifully, as you can see. I didn't experience too much fallout. I was very careful to tap off the excess off of my brush, otherwise I would have a lot of powder. I think it's a beautiful color story. I do have to point out that this is your traditional neutral palette with the exception of the two bluish green shades. If you remove those shades, then this is a very wearable, everyday kind of palette. But that's what I like about it because it does have your pops of colors in its own color story, but also it can be an everyday sort of palette, and I think it's very beautiful, definitely worth the $16, and I can recommend this one. As for the lip products, my thoughts are absolutely the same as the eyeshadow palette. I think that they are so reasonably priced. They're very pretty color selections. I know that this orange is not going to be a color that will be for everyone, but why not try it and have a little bit of fun? I do recommend this set since you get them for $15, which brings the price down to $5 each. If you buy them individually, like say if you only wanted these two more wearable shades, the price would already be $12. So for $3 more, you can try a bright pop of color, which is in nice contrast to the tones of the eyeshadow palette. So I definitely recommend the trio as well. So that's everything for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my review of the Kathleen Lights Dream Street and Dream Team collaboration with Colourpop. I love everything. I think it's great. I'm very happy with it. I think that if you enjoy Kathleen Lights videos, and also if you've never tried anything from Colourpop, these are definitely some of their best items. I do also highly recommend their Supernova eyeshadows. I recently did a Colourpop 5 in 5, which is a review video of 5 Colourpop products, so definitely check that out if you are curious as to what else might be worth checking out and what might be best avoided, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed my review and found it helpful. If you did, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I hope to see you again very, very soon on my next video. Bye-bye.